One word to describe Trae Young's has the ability. Unreal, but you already know this, man. Of course, much of it just goes back to him being extremely gifted, accurate, and just a generational shooter. A crazy amount of repetitions mixed with some God-given talent. Will you ever become the level of Trae Young's shooting ability? I don't know, man. Maybe you will, but you still don't have to make this video worth it, right? If you're just able to take some of these techniques, train them, apply them, you just see crazy results in your own game, even if you're not at Trae Young's level. So let's get right into this video to help you get better at making your defender freeze just like Ice Trae. Man, first of all, we need to just talk about Trae Young's pickups, man. Unpredictability in shooting is a key to mastering your hezzy, whether it's picking the ball up quickly in a funky foot positioning, looking off in the other direction to limit predictability, or even at full speed in transition. It's just tough for defenders to anticipate. This unpredictability is just a big reason why defenders end up falling for the hezzy. Because just simply putting it, if they do not know when he's going to shoot the basketball, they're not going to know if he's going to hezzy next, right? So what makes this possible is his ability to pick up the ball so smoothly into a shot with almost any footwork you could think of. A lot of players just limit themselves to certain footwork options, but when you have every tool in your toolbox, outside footwork, inside to outside footwork, crossovers to step backs, and other separation options, your possibilities are just endless. But further ado, man, we're going to talk about the hang hezzy. It's what you guys are here for. Probably the most unstoppable move in the game of basketball. Once you nail it down to the simple nuances and learn to analyze and read the defender, there's not much anyone can do to stop it. The move itself is just insanely simple. The basis of it is to just hang the ball in a few different ways to put pressure on the defender. See, when the defender sees the ball hanging and then you stride at them, they just have to make a choice, right? So for example, Trae's defender chooses not to retreat, so Trae just blows by him. This is where the reads come into play, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Footwork is probably the most important thing in selling the move though. So you either want to skip towards the defender while lifting both feet off the ground, scissor your feet, or just do a more casual hang. All of these just put you in an explosive position and put pressure on the defender. So finally, even though most NBA players tend to do this, try not to predetermine your move fully, right? Don't get stuck in the idea that you're going to shoot, because other options are going to be usually open. I say this is one of the things I got most when I was playing the game of basketball, is I just come up the floor and I'm going to be like, I'm going to hezzy and I'm going to blow by him. It's just defenders pick up on that, right? So you got to be able to read and make the right decisions after you do the move. Now, let's just take a look at everything you could do out of this move. First, the one that sets everything up, a simple blow by. Whether you read the defender stuck in their defensive position or you feel that you're just quicker, this should be the first option off this move because it just sets up everything else, right? So say you read the defender sliding as you hang now, this is the perfect time for the crossover counter. Actually, it could probably be any move, but just make sure you sell it with the shoulders to mimic the drive after the hang. You see Trae Young right here, he likes to use the behind the back as a crossover counter. Now, I say if the defender reads this, Trae Young probably likes to do this the most. He likes to take that little step back into a pull-up. You're going to see this time, in time, in time, in time again. Because Trae Young, this is his go-to move. Like people are gonna read the drive, they're gonna read the crossover, so they're not gonna predict the shot. And he's doing it off of the same hand. So this makes it more difficult for defenders to read. Is he gonna actually drive because he's using a strong hand? Right? These are the little things I picked up on by watching him. Finally, you can add a shot fake with your eyes and hands. After hitting a few jumpers off the hang, defenders will just start anticipating the shot, and then they'll often jump with the fake. Remember, use your eyes, tippy toes. You guys already know the basics, but this move is just dangerous. I appreciate you guys if you stayed until the end of the video. I really appreciate your support. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment on what you want to see in the future, and just subscribe, man, so you stay on the algorithm. Without further ado, I'm out of here. Get shifty, man.